Welcome to the 53rd episode of Democracy at the Crossroads, a platform which speaks truth to power. Some of my friends tell me that critics like us would not be able to speak truth to power very long in Modi's India, because truth is increasingly becoming the monopoly of the Modi government. Narendra Modi is veritably turning India into Vladimir Putin's Russia. Did you see the despotic Putin won a farcical election the other day with more than 88% votes? It was an election in which the entire credible opposition had been stamped out. The principal opposition leader had been put behind bars for months. But that was not enough for Putin. He did not want to take chances. So, he got Navalny poisoned to death in the jail itself. Putin has eliminated many other opposition leaders from the competition through various means. He has frozen their bank accounts. He has put them out of circulation. Having ensured that no credible opposition party or leaders remained in the horizon to challenge him, Putin set up a few dummy candidates to keep the pretense of democracy in Russia. This has been going on in the last 2 decades in that God-forsaken country. The despotic Putin had succeeded in this diabolical mission only because the judiciary there has never shown the spine. It has never stood up to the executive authority on behalf of the people of Russia. Narendra Modi is a true disciple of Vladimir Putin. For Modi, Putin is the guru, the teacher, to learn how to decimate an opposition. Modi has followed the Putin rulebook faithfully. He has frozen the bank account of the principal opposition party, the Congress. He has sent leading opposition leaders, including 2 chief ministers, to jail under the draconian PMLA, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand chief minister, was picked up earlier. Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi chief minister, was the latest victim. He was arrested last night. The courts usually refuse to interfere, saying that under PMLA, the onus is on the victim to prove that he or she is innocent. We all know Soren and Kejriwal would be honorably discharged after a year or 2 for lack of evidence against them. But the process is punishment. The real design, the real intention of Modi regime is to destroy these leaders, destroy their parties, extinguish their support base in the meanwhile, while Kejriwal's and Soren's cool their heels in jail. Again, this diabolical game plan of Modi's BJP to destroy India's democracy and to turn India into a clone of the Russian dictatorship is not only aimed at the opposition leaders. Like Putin, Modi too wants to silence the voice of citizens opposed to him. That's why Modi government notified the setting up of a fact-check unit on Wednesday, 20th March, just 2 days ago. The fact check unit that the government set up on 20th gives power to a government department like the Press Information Bureau, the PIB, the authority to determine what you and I, what all of us can speak or write in social media. What should remain on social media and what should be expunged. And the PIB's decision would be final. There will be no appeal against it. What is the Modi government's message to you and me, the social media users of this country? We are safe so long as we sing paeans to the Modi government and his henchmen. If we become critical of Modi, rest assured, our posts and videos will be taken off, be it from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube or Twitter. Well, Modi government, like any authoritarian government anywhere in the world, is clever. In fact, it's maliciously clever. What did it say? It said the purpose of the fact check unit is to come down heavily against downright falsehood, which is rampant in social media. Well, if that was the case, then everyone would have welcomed it. After all, every responsible citizen wants to see that lies are eliminated from our public discourse. But this diabolical government put in a word, quote unquote, misleading. The government says, if the PIB finds any post or video misleading, then it can order its removal. Pray, what does this misleading tag mean? If a social media presentation is critical of the Modi government, it would certainly earn the ire of the PIB. What prevents the PIB from painting a video like this as misleading and ordering its removal? Buts of the Modi establishment might argue, might counter, saying that this is too an extreme view, too much of a negative reaction. The government will not be vindictive, but they must look at their own history in the last 1 decade. The saffron cheerleaders have gotten away with abusing the opposition leaders without facing any consequences. But anyone using similar language against Modi or his coterie have been taken to task. Their posts or videos have not only been taken off, some of them have been put behind bars. It is monstrous that in a democracy, a government agency will decide what we say or write is fake or genuine, is true or false, is misleading or not. Especially in a country where the government is the dispenser of most of the lies. The Modi government wants this 140 crore Indians to be servile and spineless for just their survival. Thankfully, the Supreme Court of India stayed this fact check unit notification yesterday. As we said earlier, in Putin's Russia, democracy was extinguished because the judiciary there had no spine. A section of the Indian judiciary, on the other hand, still shows its resoluteness to defend Indian democracy and Indian constitution. While we must admit, a section of Indian judiciary has turned into the virtual rubber stamp of the establishment. So long as the entire judiciary does not give in, we still have some hope for the Indian democracy still left. Thank you.